It's been a tough second half of the year for global luxury brands. The S&P index that tracks the 80 largest publicly traded luxury companies is down more than 5% since January. They've been contending with a slowdown in China, a trade war, along with the secular shifts we are seeing in retailer. And in the UK, there's another big potential disruptive force. That is Brexit. Bloomberg's Emma Chandra spoke with Harrods managing director about preparing for Brexit and how he is continuing to draw people through Harrods doors.
Everything we do now is experiential.
It's not just about buying products.
It's not about the product. It is about exclusive product. It's about unique product. But it's also about the relationship with you build.
So experience is really at the heart of Harrods' value proposition. Would you say it's what differentiates you from other big department stores?
It's absolutely what differentiates us. And there's two or three other things, really. It's that retail experience. Walking into something and just looking at the beautiful areas and almost having a look of wonderment. And the third is service. I think people have forgotten that it's actually a privilege to serve customers, and we teach our people within Harrods that it is a privilege to serve. And it's that relationship that customer then builds, because really good services is not very often these days.
And to that end, you're actually investing more than $200 million in store redevelopment. How is that going to help enhance the experience and actually in the end to drive sales, which is very important?
Well, I'll give you a good example in beauty. We're doubling the size of beauty, and we're already the biggest beauty door in the world. But one of the things that we'll be doing as part of it, we'll be putting almost a theatre which has got television recording rights in it. So that when we have the owner and developer of a brand with makeup artists actually on the stage with our customers, with an audience of people who want to learn how to create that look. And then we put it on social media, we put it throughout the store. So it's about building that look for that customer, because the product is becoming secondary. It's about how do you look amazing.
But the beauty product, I guess, is something that is more inclusive as well for a Harrods customer, because price points, while still high, they're lower than other things that Harrods might sell.
And that's why we're investing so heavily. It's the entry point into beauty. If I look at millennials are about 18.5% of the European customer and about 31% of the Chinese. 33% of our customers in beauty are millennials. And it's how do you build that relationship and then move them from the beauty products into the luxury products.
Let's discuss luxury more broadly, as you're also the chairman of Walpole. That's the UK sector body for the luxury retailing industry. Now, 80% of what the British luxury sector produces actually goes for export. Now, whilst luxury is slightly more insulated from some of the other disruptive factors we've talked about in retail, there is one big disruptor when it comes for British luxury, and we're talking about Brexit. How well prepared is the sector for Brexit, and what could be the prospect of a no deal?
I think that the sector's reasonably well prepared, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions, and until those questions are answered, you can't put those final places into the planning. And part of it is still about logistics. How do we get product to customer? We've just done a promotion with Dior, which was unbelievably successful. Every day we was getting handbags sent from Paris because it was so successful. We won't be able to do that under Brexit. So the redefining of our supply chain is really very important. But British luxury is very adaptable. We're used to all of these things and we adapt very quickly.
But how are you adapting though when you look at things specifically like supply chain issues?
At the moment we're putting in extra stock to make sure we go through the initial cushion, and then we'll see how that actual plays out over the course of the next 12 months.
Are you worried that it could be detrimental for Harrods as well as the broader luxury market?
I don't think it'll be detrimental to us. I think we'll be able to weather the storm. Actually, March is a good time for the fashion industry because we've had a 100% drop of our product for new season. So it's really only continuity. So we'll be in a good position. And as I say, luxury has been this amazing barometer throughout the whole of the world, that we've weathered all of these storms. I mean, everybody told us 6 years ago, luxury is dying, luxury. It isn't, it's still in phenomenal growth.
And we're talking about the rest of the world. We are here in the US, you're here as part of the annual delegation with Walpole. How important then is the US to British luxury retailers?
If I look at the Walpole membership, 3/4 identified America as being the place where they wanted to really develop and grow their business. And British brands have got this a fantastic alignment with what we call soft power. The traditions of Britain. So following on from the Crown, everybody wants a little bit of Britain, and that's bringing the luxury brands to New York, enables them to showcase it, and everybody get that little bit of Britain.